the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beal. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, it's Richard. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll stop him right there on the return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. Right back to it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it. There he goes. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Marshall. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see.
Intercepted! intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Indiana! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. From deep, it's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. It's Richard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range. Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. In the backfield, it's Marshall. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass, you're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. Listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking, bud.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Under pressure. Just gets rid of that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Oh, pressure's coming. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Straight ahead, it's Richard. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just steamrolling the defense.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Underwood. They're all over it. Right on the money. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with the home team, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the home team with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the number 1 team in the country. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This quarterback part of their running game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded to understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Hoffman. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Turns it loose. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Left side, it's Morris. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. To the air, it's Hoover. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got...
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the up back, completing the pass.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll try the outside to the left. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. The give. He breaks a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll need a bunch on second down. These corners backing off a bit. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Turns it upfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. He uncorks one deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Marshall. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. All over him immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.